I'm Banks.
I'm Josh.
We are odd places.
Going back.
What do you got,
So,
Josh?
Banks, have you ever been hypnotized?
Not to my knowledge.
Good answer. Not to your knowledge. Although I think you would know it if you were. I'm not sure. My understanding is you're still aware when you're under hypnosis.
You know, I've seen people hypnotized, and I don't know, for some reason, it's tough for me to believe it. It's, I look at it and go, just wake up. You know, how come you are?
I've known people also, and they swear they kind of knew what was going on, but they weren't really in control, I guess. Or
Have you ever been hypnotized?
I haven't. However, I'm probably going to be a little bit next week, and I'm not sure I want to be. I'm not sure that's a good idea. I don't like giving up control.
Control, that's the word.
That is the word, the C word.
You think that when you're under hypnosis, you're under the control of someone else. Someone else is telling you what to do.
And that's the general thought. I don't know if that's true. I don't know. My understanding is they can't make you do something you don't want to do.
Right. Okay. So this is your segment. So keep going. I'll jump in with what I want to.
Yeah, and it's going to happen over Zoom. So someone's going to be the remote, and they're going to do. And this is just what he does for his clients, and he's just sharing an example, right? So I understand better. And we're going to try and access a part of my mind that maybe haven't been able to access before. So Who knows what we're going to find? This is going to be, it's like a treasure hunt in my head.
Nice. So back to this idea of control. You only do what you would normally do. Okay. Now we had an election, and in that election, 50% thought a certain way. Okay. And I think that percentage is dwindling. And do you think that either side was controlled, was hypnotized?
Hypnotized. Interesting. Never thought about it that way. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe the power of persuasion was so deep that it was like hypnosis. But I don't. Yeah, I also don't want to shirk their responsibility for what they did either. Like, oh, I just got hypnotized. It wasn't my fault.
That's taking responsibility for whatever. No. I mean, because if you think about it, I mean, when I saw these people on stage, 25 years ago, I watched Hypnotist, and then recently, like maybe a year and a half ago, I saw it again. And there were some people that just, I'm not going to do that. They were like under, and they were like, I'm not going to do that. The point is, how can you hypnotize an entire population? Because I'm just guessing. I'm just spitballing here. Maybe there was some hypnotism either on one side or the other.
Yeah, I think you need a really big crystal. You know how you do the TikTok back and forth. You're getting sleepy.
Yeah.
I think that's a movie thing. I'm not sure that's actually how they do it. But.
Right. I think it's just, you close your eyes and they just talk you through a certain situation. So what do you think? Do you think that hypnotism, is hypnotism too far out of the question, or the power of persuasion? Because hypnotism, you get into a state of mind where you are lucid enough to be awake. However, you like the soothing voice and you want to.
I think you have a good point. I think you have a really good argument that 74 million people were hypnotized.
Or 81. Let's go both ways.
The issue with the 81 is the 74, they weren't tied to reality. it's not like they decided like, oh, I like this guy because he's racist and an asshole and he's destroying our country. That's why it's like they didn't see any of the bad things he did. And I'm talking just science. I'm not talking like actual facts. They were look, I don't care who you voted for, but they were the side that decided to ignore facts and science and logic and reality. Right or wrong, but that's the side.
All right. Okay. So first of all, being clear, you're saying it's the 74 million that was hypnotized. Okay.
That's my, yeah.
Okay. So I mean, how far away is hypnotism from persuasion? Because I think like when you go under your hypnotism next week, yeah, he can persuade you to, look into this part of your mind and look into this and go here. The point is, can you persuade, I don't know what the difference is, to the point where you can grab your gun and go to the Capitol building?
Let's change the definition. Instead of persuade, the definition of hypnotize, let's make it relinquish control.
Okay.
That's the purpose, right? Relinquish control of your faculties. So can someone make you relinquish control of your faculties and stop thinking, stop looking at facts, stop asking the right questions? Yeah. I think by that definition, you can say there were a lot of people that were hypnotized. Yeah.
All right. So we do this every 4 years. Basically, I mean, in the last, since 2000 is when I became very aware of presidential elections. This hasn't been going on. You go and you influence people to vote for you, and you say or do whatever you want to in order for that to happen. Am I being hypnotized every 4 years?
No, because maybe a little. I don't know, maybe a little.
Okay. Let's turn it around the other way. If I ever were to run for an office and have an opponent, so I need votes. Would that? I mean, could I influence them to the point of persuading them to vote for me?
I guess the thing is, if you apply techniques that get them to relinquish control over their faculties in order to vote for you, you are hypnotizing them to vote for you. If you're sending them a message and they're using their faculties and saying, what he says makes sense, I like this person, I trust him, I think he'll do a good job, and then they vote for you for that reason, that's not hypnosis. So I think the way you go about it matters.
Psychology is what you're talking about. Psychologically, yes. I've got to get into a very soothing voice.
Yes.
Slow voice, and I've got to get you to close your eyes and to think of this. And I'm using you as me hypnotizing you, and I don't know how to. I mean, I just know how they do it.
Or you can tell the big lie 1,000 times. You can say the same big lie over and over and over, and that's a form of hypnosis. You just keep repeating it, and then you get other people to repeat it with you, and it becomes a chant, and that chant eventually hypnotizes people into believing it and ignoring their faculties. And then you get 74 million people that vote for a demagogue. That's
all right. I mean, are you trepidatious about, I mean, you were talking about losing control. You don't want to lose control.
I don't, but I trust him enough. We'll see where it goes. And if I come back and I'm weird next time, then you just have to let me know.
Every time you go do odd places, you're going to stutter.
Thankfully, odd places is not a stuttering kind of word. There's no S,
Yeah. S's or T's or B's or D's. So from my understanding about hypnosis, however, if you don't want to be hypnotized, you will not be hypnotized. You have to be willing to go, okay, yeah, let's play. I'm going to open my mind. We're going to go here. Okay, yeah. I'm sitting in.
And I'm concerned about that. I'm concerned that I might block it. I might not be open enough. I don't know.
Well, yeah, and he knows, or she knows, whoever the hypnotist knows, will know. You don't want to do this. Just go, just play with me. We're gonna, go here, and the giving up control. Ooh, and first time I went on a roller coaster, that went upside down. I think I told you this. I wanted control. I mentally I did not see myself loop. And when I got to the other side, I was like, hey, I'm okay. I made it. All right, let's go back the other way. And then the point is, the mind, you want to have control over it. Don't you? Or not? Maybe not. Maybe you want other. Might be a reason why people 74 or 81 million did what they did, is because they wanted somebody else to control them instead of they having to control themselves.
Yeah, that's possible. But remember, our mind isn't part of us. Our mind is still separate from us. Or we can control our mind if we want to, or we can let it run wild. And I'm always a fan of controlling the mind.
Yeah. I'm Banks.
I'm Josh.
Odd places going.
Bye.
There we go.